Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to everybody. So today we will continue our chapter in multimedia subject. We will go through chapter number 9, which is hardware. So in this chapter, we will talk about what are the needs in order for us to create a multimedia project. Okay, and of course, as we know, as we realize, the most significant platform for producing and delivering multimedia project are the Macintosh operating system and the Microsoft Windows. So there are two main leader in operating system, which is Mac and Windows. But most of us we are using the Windows based. The Macintosh as well as the Windows PC offer a combination of affordability and software and also the hardware availability. And of course, the detailed and animated multimedia can also be created on specialized workstation from Silicon Graphics and Sun Microsystems. So this is some of the option that we do have if we don't want to use the Macintosh operating system or Microsoft Windows based. And project must be tested to ensure proper performance in all target environment. So remember, I emphasize to you, project must be tested to ensure the proper performance of all the target environment. Meaning that, let's say if you are creating your project on the Macintosh environment, meaning that you edit your project using the Mac, so you need to make sure the final product is also can also be run in Windows platform. And so it's vice versa. If you build it on the Windows platform, you need to make sure it can be run on Mac. And if you are building it on Mac, so you need to make sure that it can be run on Windows. So you need to make sure to ensure the proper performance in all target environment. So Windows versus Macintosh. Yes, we do realize it. We do realize and we do know both of it. Windows and Macintosh have their own pro and con. But if you want to talk about Microsoft Windows, this Windows is an operating system that can run on assemblage of hardware from countless manufacturers, meaning that we can mix it up. For example, the motherboard from one manufacturer, the RAM, the graphic card from a different manufacturer, so we can mix it up. And it is okay in Windows, but on the Apple it's vice versa. But of course, the Apple computer produce most of computer and the operating system. So Macintosh, it has its own operating system. So if you buy Mac, you need to have iOS in your laptop or in your MacBook. So next, what do we need in hardware in preparing our hardware to create a multimedia project? And of course, one of the most important part is networking. So we do have several types of networking, such as local area network and wide area network. So for local area network, it connects computers that are close to each other. They are relatively less expensive. For example, in our university or in our lab, the computer in our lab have their own local area network. Because they are close to each other. And the next thing is a wide area network. And in wide area network, it connects computers over a diverse geographical area, and typically set up and managed by a large corporation. And of course, this is more expensive compared to local area network. Example between LAN or local area network and wide area network. Just for example, let's say in one local bank, all the computers in the local bank, they have their own local area network, which is which is all the computers in the bank are connected with each other. Okay, they are using local area network. But when we talk about wide area network, again, okay, computer over a diverse, connect computer over a diverse geographical area. So if one bank locally, the local bank, all the computers in the bank are connected using local area network. But when we talk about a wide area network, it will connect maybe from one branch of bank with another branch in another state or in another country, for example. And so in the bank, all the computers are connected within the bank using local area network, but between branch over the states, okay, it will connected using wide area network. Other than networking, we also need a connection. So there are 4 types of connection that will be covered in this chapter, which is small computer system interface. The second one is integrated drive electronics or IDE. Okay, the third one is universal serial bus or USB, and the last one is Firewire. So there are 4 types of connection. Connection is small computer system interface or SCSI. Okay, it connects internal and external peripheral equipment and devices. Okay, it is preferred for real-time video editing, for network servers, and situations that require mirroring. Okay, so this is kind of the old technology of how we connect our device internal and external to the motherboard. And for example, we are using it for our hard disk, or maybe we want to connect it with some other hardware. So this is it. It connect the internal and external. Okay, I believe if you can look at the image or videos here on my back, okay, it will shows some of the example of the internal and the external peripheral equipment and devices, such as printer and extra hard disk in your computer. The second one is IDE. Okay, the connection are also known as Advanced Technology Attachment or ATA. Okay, they are usually internal device, and they are usually connecting the internal device such as hard drive, CD-ROMs, and DVD-ROM drive. So this is basically what it will look. The third type of connection is USB, and I believe you guys are very familiar with this term, USB. And until today, we have several types of USB. It depends on the speed of data rate transfer, such as USB 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. I don't know in the next 5, 7, or maybe 10 years ahead. Okay, I'm not sure whether what kind of USB that we're going to have, but all the difference is regarding or related to the data transfer speed. So in USB, what is USB? It's a standard for connecting device to the computer using the plug and play system. So it's different. It's kind of different with the old technology. For example, nowadays, let's say we are referring to one devices such as a printer. So many years ago, okay, when we are using the peripheral connection, every time we connect the peripheral device, okay, from the printer to our computer or laptop, we need to restart our machine. We need to restart our machine so that it can read. the new device. But nowadays, if you are using the USB, we don't have to do that. So that's why we call it a plug and play. Plug and play. We can use it right after we stick in the stuck in the USB cable. The number 4 is Firewire. So this Firewire were introduced by Apple in 1980s. Okay, the industry standard and provides support for high bandwidth data transfer. So particularly for digital video and mass storage. So at that time, Firewire is way faster compared to USB in the sense of data transfer or serial data transfer from one device to another device. So with this technology at that time, it is very suitable for transferring a big video, a big file size such as a digital video and a mass storage file. So this is very important, and this is very helpful for those for video creators to transfer their content, their raw material to the computer for editing purpose. Because at that time we don't have all kind of digital storage. For example, at that time when we are using the handycam, we are still using magnetic tapes, technology. So it's kind of hard for us to transfer all the content in the magnetic tape into the digital form in our laptop. So we need a very good connection to transfer all that information, all the raw material from the magnetic tape into our hard disk. Next, we move to memory and storage devices. Okay, this is very important for content creator, for video creator. Because why it is important? Of course, because we need to store all the raw material, all the what we call the edited version of our project. So this is where we're going to store all of it. So we need a sufficient memory. Okay, we need a sufficient memory for storing and archiving the files. Memory requirement of a multimedia project, of course, it depends on the content and scope. Okay, if the scope is big, maybe we need more storage to store all the content. And the two types of memory are RAM and ROM, random access memory and read-only memory. RAM enable the simultaneously running of many applications. So the more RAM we have, meaning that the more application that we can run at one time. Okay, so if we have a lot of RAM and we can open a lot of application at one time, so it will not cause any lag. Okay, and the ROM is a non-volatile. Okay, the BIOS program that boots up the computer resides in ROM. Okay, non-volatile memory. Okay, what is non-volatile memory? It's different. ROM is non-volatile, RAM is volatile. So what does it mean by, or what are the difference between the volatile and non-volatile? So for non-volatile, it will store permanently in the storage. Okay, and in volatile, we will lose all the information once we shut down our computer or our laptop. Okay, and hard disks are for example, hard disks are non-removable mass storage device and have high data storage capacity and data transfer speed. Okay, we have so many type of hard disks nowadays. Okay, but the latest version or the latest technology that most of the people use, we are moving into the SSD technology. So compared to the old version of hard disk, compared to the SSD, okay, SSD is much more faster in the sense of data transfer speed. So I want you guys to watch this video first about hard disk. Alright, take a look. Okay. Next is a flash or thumb drive. Okay, this thing it got many names, such as a pen drive, thumb drive, flash drive. So it has a lot of names, but the purpose are the same. It is a small storage device that can be integrated with USB or Firewire device. So it can suit well for both platform or technology. It can store many gigabyte of data. I'm not sure what is the currently highest numbers. Okay, maybe 64 gig or maybe 128 gig of the size of flash drive that can be found nowadays on market. Okay, and it is more reliable than this drive. Okay, I'm not talking about SSD, because this flash drive or thumb drive, it uses the same technology as a SSD hard disk. So I'm not talking about SSD hard disk when I'm comparing between hard disk and this pen drive. Okay, meaning that it is more reliable if we compare it to the old type of hard disk. Okay, with the one with the spinning disk on it. So it's more reliable. We are using the flash drive since it's the same type of SSD storage. Okay, and if you can see on the video, okay, actually this USB is a small printed circuit board. It is a small printed circuit board encased in sturdy metal or plastic. And again, yes, there are so many physical type of USB. It can be trendy and very, very convenient. Alright, for us to use this pen drive as a storage medium. Next thing is CD-ROM. So CD-ROM drive are an important part of multimedia development process. Okay, it is useful for short distribution of finished multimedia project and data backup. So it will until today, this CD-ROM technology is still relevant in distributing or in delivering the multimedia project. Okay, that yes, we are, and like we know, like everybody know, one of the drive that has been obsolete, okay, that no more people are using it anymore, such as the drive A or diskette. So we are not using that anymore. I'm not sure whether you guys have the opportunity or not to use this diskette technology, but just as a for historical element, okay, I will show you, okay, the videos about the diskette technology. Okay, take a look first. So at least for those who doesn't have the opportunity to use this technology, at least now you know, okay, it does exist. And until today, there's the drive A or the diskette, they have left some legacy in our life, in our daily life when we are using the computer. So do you know where is it? Okay, can you see? Okay, when you are using the Microsoft Office, okay, such as the Word, PowerPoint or Excel, okay, the save icon is a diskette icon. So that's what's left of the diskette technology. It only appears as a save icon. That's it. Okay, next we want to talk about the DVD. So what is DVD? DVD is an optical disc technology for distributing multimedia and feature-length movie. Okay, and in DVD they provide sharp and detailed video resolution, and there are three types of DVDs, okay, such as DVD RW, DVD video and DVD-ROM. So DVD is kind of different with CD-ROM in the matter of size. Okay, usually people, you are using DVD for multimedia, for distributed multimedia and featured length movie. So if we have a very long or big file, a big file to store, maybe we can consider to use DVD to store the project. And the third one is Blu-ray disc. So Blu-ray discs were developed by motion picture industry. It can be used for high definition television recording and video distribution, camcorder archiving and mass data storage. So if you are comparing between CD-ROM, DVD and Blu-ray disc, of course the Blu-ray disc is the best. If we look at the gaming technology or gaming environment, okay, they store all the games in Blu-ray disc. And look, for example, look at the PS4 disc. Okay, they are stored in Blu-ray disc. That's why they are quite expensive and to purchase this game, because of the technology that we use is a Blu-ray disc. Why we need the Blu-ray disc? Because the content in it, it contains a high definition graphic and the 3D graphic and so on. So that's why we need Blu-ray disc, because it can support this kind of things. Okay, now we move to input devices. Okay, so what are the input devices? What are the example? What are the purpose for these input devices? Okay, there are several example of input devices, such as OCR, or we call it optical character recognition. We have a voice recognition system. We have a microphone and cables and digital camera. And okay, so this is the example of input devices. So what are the purpose for input devices? To capture all the input to be stored in the storage. Okay, now for example, if we want to type something, if you want to write a letter on our laptop, so this is our input device. It will be our keyboard. Okay, it will be our mouse. If you want to have a video call, so what are the input devices that can be used? Okay, you can use a webcam. Okay, and what else? If you want to make a voice recognition system, so what can we use? Well, of course, the microphone to capture our voice. So the microphone is one type of input devices. So next is output devices. So for better quality video, external stereo speakers are required. Okay, one of the other are stereo speaker. What else? The output devices. Our monitor, our monitor, the projectors, then the LCD projectors and the color printers. For monitors, and many multimedia developers use more than one monitor by adding an additional display adapters to the computer. So using multiple monitors, it helps us a lot. It helps us a lot in doing the multimedia project, because we can do so many things with two screens. Right? Let's say if you are using a laptop, so maybe we can consider to get the additional screen to be put as an external monitor to be used when we editing our project. It will help us a lot. Okay, trust me. Maybe for those who never try to have a multiple or additional monitors when you are using your laptop, maybe you should try, and you will see what are the benefit of it. Okay, it will make things much more easier for you guys, especially if you are doing coding. For example, when you are coding C++, for example. Okay, one screen you can focus on coding, and the external monitor you can use to help you to find a maybe solution to any problem or any issue in programming language. The same thing, if you are creating a video project, So maybe on one screen we can put it or we can focus on the timeline editing, and in our additional monitor we can look at the preview version of it. Okay, the next is projectors. Okay, projectors are used when you have a larger audience and that can be accommodated around a computer monitor. So I believe this these projectors, it's not an alien thing to you guys. In your class, in your class, okay, we're still using these projectors. The old version, when we want to project something to the larger audience, before we are using the projectors technology, we are using the OHP projector. Okay, we need a very one simple or one plastic, okay, and when we're going to write on it, and then it will show you from the projector that we in front of us, so more people can see the content. That is the old technology.
Tinggal aja deh. Cara kerja. Jadi cara kerjanya ini tulisan yang di sini nanti akan dipantulkan melalui kaca.
Nowadays, okay, most of it are using projectors, and yes, we do have many kind of projectors today. And let's say we have the Wi-Fi, we have the wired technology for projectors. And even nowadays, we can use a direct USB. Okay, we put it on the projectors, and we can read all the files instantly. So yes, okay, the projectors technology has being rapidly grows from time to time. And the last one is color printers. Okay, and color printers are important part of any multimedia production department. So color printers is very important, especially let's say if you are doing your report, and if you want to print your report, and let's say to be precise, you want to print your graph. Okay, there are so many graphs inside your report. So if you are using just black and white, it's going to give a difficult time for the readers to look at the graph, because normally when we are looking at the graph, it has many colors on it representing some type of data. So color printers are important part of multimedia production department. Okay, so that's it for this chapter number 9. And if you have any problem, if you have any question, okay, you can ask me later. Alright, so that's it for now. See you guys in the next chapter. Bye bye.